and we ended up in a battle. Uh, let's see, kobolds were shooting from like a second story like tower, as well as from the side slits. Eventually, we managed to take them all down. And then after investigating the room, a sigil appeared on the floor and caused the upper area to collapse down, nearly crushing me and Flint. We continued on using the side room by teleporting through, and then ended up in our current chambers where two metallic dragonborn statues came to life and proceeded to attack us. During the middle of the fight, this giant dragonborn came in and was an ally, more or less, as well as the small different breed of kobold that appeared.
Keepa.
Yeah, Keepa and Korvac. And now we're kind of resting, tending to wounds, and trying to make out what to do next, as the witches have shown signs of passing through with their cart. And some questions ensued.
Well
That's
done.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
Take a point of inspiration.
Woohoo.
Good job. So, we return to the party. The great metallic statues are still standing guard where they stopped. Korvac is sitting with his legs crossed under him, and Keepa sitting on top of his shoulder. Rose is off investigating one of the metal companions, while Lamona is trying to catch her breath. What is the party up to?
We just completed our 1 hour rest, right? Our short rest.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're planning on. Well, the last thing that Korvac asked us to do was to help him clear the temple. So I think we were gonna start doing that by traveling in the direction of the witch tracks to see if we couldn't chase them down.
Mm-hmm. Korvac, would you come with us?
If it is what you wish. However, a group this size will draw attention. I would advise sending at least a few to watch the gate.
Gate.
The gate?
Which
He
gate?
points off to the where y'all came from.
Mm-hmm.
The
Or
inner
where
ring.
y'all should have came from anyway. To your left.
Rose
The
and Amona.
gateway that leads down into the keep.
Well, before we send Nimona off, can we ask her about the events that happened a couple, like last night?
Mm-hmm.
I kept forgetting that as the mission was pressing on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, just for Yojimbo's benefit, the previous night to the day we're going through right now, we were investigating a windmill where we expected these hags to be, and
Okay.
Naji saw off in the distance through the mists Nimona, who has wings, flying around over Ravenloft, and there were lightning bolts and towers were falling and all sorts of stuff happened. And then Nimona came crashing down in our midst, and she had been actually unconscious until right before we pretty much started on this whole journey last week. So we never got to ask her what happened the week before. So that's what we're doing now.
You may. She is currently just sitting, relaxing against one of the pillars.
So, Nimona, what happened? I mean, we saw you, flying above Strahd's castle and all that lightning and thunder.
And the only words you said to us were, Polion is dead?
Ismark was dead.
Bismarck is dead. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Bismarck was dead.
I'm unsure of what you're referring to.
Hmm.
You see her tilt her head.
You were in some sort of trance, tapping onto something within you, possibly.
Perhaps. I don't remember anything before I got ambushed.
Hmm.
Something attacked me from behind when I was trying to make my way back to y'all.
Were you in the
Spell-
When you were
skies?
trying to make your way back to us, when?
Right after I'd left, right before the spell that little Eric put on me. I believe it was Eric that put it on him, yes?
Yeah, it was.
I was
So-
just making it back and I got hit from one of the trees.
So, the last you knew, Bismarck and Irina were still with us.
Yes.
Mm.
Nimona, does this happen often where you kind of lose a day or so at a time?
Not in the present, no. Sometimes I'll be confused as to what happens in the future or what has happened in the deep past, but that's just because that is the nature of fortune telling. It can be a little jarring. But I'm very good at keeping track of the present.
Well, so it could have been it could be a fortune that Ismark's dead. It could be the past. Hard to say.
Yeah, but what was real was Nimona falling out of the sky with her wings on fire and
Mhm.
crashing into us. So
Yeah.
something happened in that present.
She looks over at her wings. Were they burned? That would be quite painful.
Mhm. Yeah. Strangely, you grew back, or they grew back quite quick.
You see she stretches out one of her long wings to take a look. You see she's gently prodding the wing itself. I don't see any marks of damage.
Yeah.
In fact, the damage from when we were back in that town's gone as well.
Well, you've had some time to rest up.
Those were some pretty serious wounds. They should have taken another week or so to heal.
Yeah. So, like I said, something was. I don't know how to describe it other than you were glowing.
Your eyes turned
Like-
white.
That sounds odd.
Some form of magic. Hard to say.
Not one that I recognize. My eyes don't usually glow when I'm casting. Sometimes you'll get an aura around my hands, but never my eyes. At least never that I've been told. That sounds more like a warlock or a cleric. Perhaps some styles of sorcerers as well. Not much for wizardry.
Maybe you've tapped into something unconsciously, or a god has taken interest in you.
Maybe.
But that's it for now.
Maybe you should try and reach out and see if you sense anything about what happened, or if you might have a connection to a god.
I'll meditate on it.
Yeah,
In the meantime, you'll be moving ahead.
I think so. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, like Korvac said, we will need somebody to watch our
Mm.
back. So, Nimona, would you be willing to cover the watching the front door and then hurry to us in case you find anything?
Well, if you're going deeper, the chances of me finding you if things get twisty are going to be rather slim. Especially in a dire situation.
How good's your nose?
I think it looks cute.
It's very
Oh.
cute.
I'm just saying, I could, if you're a hunting dog, put some form of spice down. Crack my 10.
I'm not a hunting dog.
Unfortunate.
Are you a hunting dog?
No, but I just have a bunch of spice.
Oh, I see.
Never enough
You would like
bread
me
when
to
you
watch?
need it.
You would like me to go set up the tower outside and keep an eye on things above?
Sure.
Yeah, it
No
might be
one's-
worthwhile to check on the kids. What?
Yeah.
Their names? Freak
Freak
and Myrtle, who are back in the tower.
It's unlikely that the tower is still holding.
Exactly. So Freak and Myrtle are in the middle of nowhere.
Eric's got it, as well as those hunters. Maybe.
If he blew the
Rangers?
can.
We need one more. What about you, Rose?
If that's what you wish. But leaving 2 wizards to watch a door will likely have dodgy effects, I imagine. We won't actually be able to hold a door very well.
Want to send Larry?
Yeah.
Larry will come with me, but he is, as we proved, not the most sturdy of individuals.
What about
So maybe
Keepa?
the big guy needs to stay. Can these statues help out if something happens?
It will be several days before they return to functionality.
Ooh.
And I worry for what is controlling them. They should not have attacked without warning or reason. The artifices that built them seem to be long gone. I would not know how to repair them. But if you would like to move along with your original group and keep an eye watch your backs, that is acceptable as well. Or if you would like, Keeper or myself can go and the others stay. It seems we are not of this world anymore.
Does
Might be
Keepa
smart.
speak Draconic?
You hear Keepa pipe up. I do. I speak common too.
So maybe we should bring you with if you're okay with it, because if we meet any more kobolds or drakes, maybe you can talk to them.
Smart.
They don't seem very helpful. They're very rude. There seems to be something controlling them as well.
That's
I
true,
wouldn't
but
try to go for that.
yeah, but at the same time, we could use you as a translator while we do all the intimidation.
As well, Korvac can speak Draconic as well. So either one of us would work.
I think it'd be
They
better to have
definitely-
Specialize with
Korvac,
both.
guard the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I specialize in stealth and archery. Korvac is more break down the door and beat people with said door. Korvac just kind of nods as if this is just normal shit.
Do either of you know the inner mappings of this temple? Any traps? Other guards?
If it were still in a natural setting, I would. However, it seems the earth has long shifted since our time.
Mm-hmm.
Either of us may give vague directions, but we will not know the state of things.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, then at least tell us how many rooms to the north, how many rooms to the south. Is it a long passage? Does it lead somewhere, or is it a dead end?
As I said, each passage will lead around to the village. In the center is the farming area. It may be worth looking into, as things may be hidden within. Or at least you'd be able to find food that has grown wild.
And maybe we'll find a couple of witches.
Perhaps. Though, if I had to guess, it would not be in the farm that they were running. It is likely they seek the shelter of the temple.
Is the temple somehow guarded or warded?
All temples are warded to a degree. As long as the gods' lights shine, it will be safe. And even if it doesn't, it bears the mark of their power.
Probably pretty effective at keeping a vampire out.
Mm-hmm.
Holy ground would be effective against lesser vampires. When it comes to the greater, they often find workarounds, and it is not infallible.
Makes sense. All right, I'm ready, guys.
Yeah, I'm ready to go too. I'm suggesting we follow the mouse tracks up the North Pass, which is where the witch's wagon went.
Sounds good.
So go north. Are we taking Keepa or are we doing original party?
Out of character, I'm limiting y'all to 8 party members total, which means
Including Galaxy?
yes, because he's around somewhere. But effectively, you'll be able to keep 2 NPCs with you at the moment.
Including Larry or not including Larry? Or are they a package deal?
Larry is a part of Rose and is part of her abilities, which means they go with her.
All right, guys. Which one's your favorite?
Rose is my favorite. Actually, Larry is my favorite, but she's tied to Rose, so.
Let's do Rose and the little.
Yeah, Rose and Keepa.
Well, nigga.
We're going to ask Nimona. So, Nimona, will you go back, find, oh my God, I've forgotten their names already again. The 2 little kids, Freak and Myrtle. Make sure they're okay.
I can go take a look. And with Korvac, I doubt anybody will bother us too much.
Okay, great. And then
I'll look into that thing you asked me about.
Right.
She gives you a soft smile.
All right.
And then you see Korvac stand. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Do not bite off more than you can chew.
No.
A village worth of kobolds know you are coming. Be wary and be smart. Being dead helps no one. We do not need heroes. We need people.
Okay, then.
Very ominous. Thank you.
All right, I've seen Najee eat. He can bite off a lot.
Should we
Then
try?
you see Korvac lift his fist and put it over his chest, and he gives you a small bow before he goes.
I bow back.
Give him a salute.
Guess we can take our time and be cautious, check for traps or enemies.
Traps. Be stealthy.
So, what is it that you are able to do? You hear from Keepa.
Who's he talking to?
He's talking to y'all in general.
I'm able to tell you to be real quiet because I'm going to sneak up this hallway and search for traps along the way.
Would you like me to come with you? I may not be good at traps, but I have good eyes and I am good at being sneaky. Perks of being small.
Yeah. Can you do that quietly though?
He nods.
Cool.
And you see him moving along next to you.
Northwood.
Is anybody else bothered by what the big dragonborn said?
What, don't bite off more than you can chew, or the fact that there's an entire kobold village waiting for us to emerge?
No, that we don't need heroes, we need people. What does he need people for?
Mm.
We kind of assumed to defend the temple, but no, I don't know.
Yeah, his
Again.
his order doesn't seem quite alive anymore.
Exactly. So I got the impression he wanted to rebuild it. But
Mm-hmm.
who knows? Maybe he wants an army of undead or something.
We'll figure that out when we
Orback
get
is
there.
very against the undead. When they're being rude, anyway. He doesn't trust them. No offense, ma'am. You hear from Kipa. As the lot of you start to move, you see as you get deeper into the tunnel, things are pretty dark. And you get deeper and deeper until you start to see the darkness shifting. You stop to look around as a chill runs up your spine, and you realize you are no longer surrounded by darkness. Instead, you are surrounded by mist.
No.
Chilly.
You don't see the hands you've seen in the past. It's just there moving around you, confusing you and making you double back. From time to time, you'll walk into each other, but you swear you never turned off going straight down the tunnel. You'll find yourself walking straight at the wall. It's all very odd. And in this, you start to hear footsteps.
Coming towards us?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going
A
to
single
sneak
person.
over. That's fine. I would sneak over to the side and ready my bow.
Alrighty. I am going to need, for those that are actually stealthing, I will need you to stealth. Keepa is going to do some stealthing. He jumps into an alcove as well.
Should we roll for stealth?
Yeah, for those that are trying.
Dragonhead trips and falls, and you hear her stumble in the middle of the hallway. Ow! Fuck! God damn it!
That a crit fail is not an insta fail. It's still based on your skill check.
Let's see. I'm gonna give it a shot. I make no promises. I have disadvantage anyways from exhaustion.
Yeah, Bendar is just gonna pull out his shield and kind of stand next to Naji.
Rose is remaining
Oh,
behind you as she's not very sneaky.
I also have disadvantage ability checks, so that's a 4.
That's a 0.
Naji is the one that just kind of clanks. He trips over. He's getting ready to get in position, and he kind of slips on something. He looks down. There's a fucking femur.
No.
So when he kind of stumbled a little bit, his armor clanking all over the place.
Like, I don't know how you do this, Dragonette. That's why you
But
gotta
you hear the footsteps getting closer and closer. You hear odd mutterings of words you're not familiar with.
Can we tell the language? Does this sound? Would we recognize it as Draconic, even if we can't understand the words?
It's not draconic. Somebody might actually recognize this. I need to go check. Bendar, you recognize that muttering. That's infernal.
Oh yeah, been studying it. All right. What does it do? Do I pick up anything? It's the meaning.
You can't really hear the words that are being said. You just recognize the language and the cadence of the language.
Gotcha.
And then you hear the chink of what sounds like mail. Somebody armored is walking towards you.
Well, whatever is coming toward us is infernal.
I'm just sort of stealthing, hiding in the side across from Dragonite, trying to be quiet. Anxious.
And as you do, you see stepping out of the mist a creature in mail armor. You can see their face under their helm. They have this gray, wrinkled skin. They look tired and a little lost. Galax, will you describe your character from there?
All right. um, so I am a Twilight cleric underneath of Shar, because she's also my patron, and
What
I am
would you be
in.
able to see?
Basically, I'm covered in gold armor that's basically drenched in blood and salt water, and has been formed into a maroon color. And then, yeah, I'm just pale and sickly like a normal Shatterkai.
Nice.
You note that this looks far worse than the average Shatterkai. They'll usually at least look like the normal elves. This one looks like he's aged, bags under his eyes. He looks a little rough.
All right.
For those of us who are not familiar, how is a Shadar-kai different from a drow?
Oh,
Drow are from the Underdark, while the Shatterkai are usually connected to the Shadowfell.
and then yeah, they just look like just picture like an angsty teen goth with a lot of piercings and not always.
Like, that's my
Stereotype,
character.
yeah. But that's a stereotype.
I was the angsty teen goth.
Yes.
I'm the senile old
Just think
guy.
Hot Topic, okay? Yeah.
Is that? Hello?
Hello? Are these
Hello.
actual people?
Bendar will go ahead and try to
I'm
address them in Infernal, since he heard the chanting, and say, hello?
Hey. Hi. Hello.
So,
Konnichiwa. Yeah?
who are you?
I am welcome to meet you, Galaxy.
Wait, is that his full name? Welcome to meet you, Galaxy?
You guys are still speaking infernal, right?
Oh, I think I just
Well,
said that in
to
common.
meet you, Galaxy. Interesting. That's an interesting name. Where do you hail from?
Oh,
Do you speak?
let's see. The last time I saw Hail would have probably been about 30 years ago on the Sword Coast. But that's like the last time I saw Hail.
The last time you saw hail. Do you speak common?
It's a, I mean, it's a word I speak, yeah. Like, I can speak common.
Okay.
Do you mean like, what do you mean like though? Like, what's common for you? Is just like one word common, as in like,
The common
potato?
tongue.
Oh, human speak.
Yes, that one.
I speak human speak. Me speak is good.
It's
Sorry.
at that point, Galax, you see a armored skeleton just walk up behind all these guys.
Hi ho, I see
Larry.
you over there. You look scary, but I can tell you're friendly.
I think we're
You
good,
guys are
Rose.
real, right? You guys are real? This isn't just been down here a really long time, and normally when this happens, it's me passing out and just talking to myself in a corner. So
You see Rose walk past everybody. Would you like me to prove I'm real?
Do it.
Don't hurt yourself, Rose.
I'll just go ahead and like poke her in the eyeball.
Oh,
You reach out and you see the skeleton catch your wrist.
Well,
Yep,
that's,
real.
yeah, that's Larry. Don't mind him. He'll be all right. He's good.
Oh man, it's been 20 years since someone touched me.
Whoa. Where
you
have
kept
you
track
been?
too?
This is crazy.
geez.
So I'm guessing since you're the one that could understand me and heard my little song about being lost in tacos, your name's Brendar?
Yes, my name is Bendar.
Shar has sent me to protect you.
Me specifically?
It took 20 years to find you, so this better be worth it. She says you have a task ahead of yourself,
Oh, I see.
so I protect you.
Wow,
Well,
Vendor, look at that.
huh. That is very strange. Yeah, just a meta. He would tell. Can he tell that he's Shadakai or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another interesting thing about him, because Shadow, you can tell what a Shadowcar is by looking at him. Roll me a Arcana check real quick, Bendar.
Okay. Sheesh.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Bait.
Yeah, it's a Shadowcar.
Wow.
Okay.
So if you're here to
You're
protect
looking at
them,
me like that. Hey, eyes up here. I know my metal's shiny, but like, no.
So you
That's
must be
not how we look at each
Shadakai,
other.
which means
Oh yeah.
you, well, at least your people dwell from the Shadowfell, or come from the Shadowfell.
That place fucking sucks. I left them quick.
And you mentioned Shar.
Everybody's all into like ravens and that fucking lady.
Ah.
God, I hate that lady.
Bernard points to the hilt of his sword, showing the tiny skull of a raven. So, yeah, maybe there's some connection. Well, if you're here to assist us, we are currently tracking down Morgantha, who is a witch, and we've been trying to figure out, or well, we found 2 children, but we're trying to figure out what her connection is with the mill, and we were led here to this temple, and we're just trying to explore it.
Are we gonna burn the witch? Do we get to do that?
Maybe.
I want to
Yes.
burn the witch.
seems like the plan.
You see Rose gets very uncomfortable at this comment. Technically being a witch herself.
But not that
Not you,
witch.
Rose. It's okay.
You're fine, Rose.
Especially a
No, like,
necromantic
evil
Rose, witch, but which many people would consider an evil witch.
So are we gonna question, guys, what a new ally that steps out from the mists? Especially since we've
Vendor.
all stepped out from
I
the
mean,
mists.
you knew your name.
Vendor, how old are you? Just to
Oh, so
get perspective.
how old am I? Let's at 37.
Okay. I'm just doing some math here. 20 years of finding you.
Is it very common for the gods to set plans in motions long before they happen?
Mhm.
The gods I know.
Probably,
Sure.
I'd expect the mission to start when Bendar was born. Or maybe before.
Well, Shar
Oh, well,
is
technically,
one
if you're gonna
to.
look at it like that, then when I was born, plans were set into motion to make me the protector of Bendar, who is amongst a group of friends that I shall be the shield for. So
Oh.
you could say that they chose that moment in time to give the inception of this moment.
Remember, time for the gods doesn't have to necessarily be as linear as it is for
Linear.
us.
Rose kind of looks over at Messy, just like, what the fuck? Is this normal? Mumbo jumbo.
You know, I've heard of a lot of crazy things since I've been here, so
I
Yep,
mean,
I'm not questioning it, ironically.
he hasn't attacked us yet. I mean, most things have tried to kill us at this point already, so like I'm a little cautious, but as long as he's not attacking us, I mean, he's in such rough shape looking, like usually you know me guys, like, you know, I'd probably want to explore that, but he looks a little too rough even for me. I doubt he's going to cause us any trouble.
He's willing to be a meatbag. I'm all in. I will more than happy stand 20 yards behind him.
Are you gonna try to? You know, never mind. You hear Rose go quiet when she turns to ask something from Missy.
Well, I guess you're
Shall we
welcome
continue?
aboard. Have you learned anything about this temple since you've been
Yeah.
down here?
Oh God, no! I don't even know this is a temple. It's been missed for 20 years.
Oh god.
I haven't eaten. All I've had is my bag of cocaine,
What?
and I am really tired and really lost, and all I know is I'm super fit.
Excellent. All right. Then come along.
Come along where?
I guess we're going to go the opposite way. Because the area you just came from is just mist, and we keep walking into walls.
I should also point out the mist has evaporated while you were talking to him.
Oh.
Oh.
So is there a passage now?
Yep, there was a passage the entire time.
Okay.
You look back and realize y'all have gone like 30 feet in the last 20 minutes, as you can still see the metallic statue in the background.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't know
weird.
it was possible to lead you in circles in a hallway, but apparently
Yeah.
I've done just that. So my apologies, everyone. We'll try not to do that again.
No,
And
there's-
Alex, it's at this point you see a small kobold poke their head out from behind a pillar.
okay,
I
is
thought
this
we
one
were
of the-
going straight. This is
Okay, I
Keepa.
was going to say, which kobold is this? Is this one I put an arrow in, or is this Keepa?
How did I'm almost certain we kept walking. How are we this close?
I don't know. Maybe the hallway turned us
The
around.
mystery of the mist. I think that's why it's mystery. It's because it's full of mist.
Yeah.
I'm so lonely.
Well, we're here now, bud.
Yeah.
And now you're on your mission. So, just guard us.
Keepa looks up at you, Naji. Are you sure this is safe?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Well, I
we
We
guess.
say
trying
it
to watch.
is the goddess Shar that tells you to protect Bendar. Bendar, do you have a connection with the goddess Shar?
That I don't think I have any direct connection. I assume that
Do
my
Do you have
benevolent
a connection to Saloon?
I assume my benevolent protector, he says with sarcasm, would have been perhaps the Raven Queen, who is connected to the Shadowfell. Who I'm not sure what her connection is with Shar, so that's something I'll have to look into. He holds up his book.
Well,
Then why would she seek to protect you instead of the Raven Queen?
Who knows? It's all very odd. I don't pretend to know the minds of planar entities.
Odd is finding 3 worms in an apple. This is strange. Be careful.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Keepa.
Yeah. Well, as Corbuck said, we need people. So, one more.
I
Can't
suppose
argue
you're
with
right. Shall we continue?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
that is right. Dragonette, would we be moving towards the farms or towards the village?
Is there any way to tell which way the tracks go?
They're heading down the tunnel. You're also starting to lose track of them as most of it is solid stone now, instead of the
Ooh.
dirt that was coating a lot of the original entrance.
So then let's continue down the tunnel.
I agree.
Well,
Mhm.
I was asking because the branch is just a little ways in. We could enter the forest and see what is inside and make a beeline for the village, or we continue down the tunnel and make our way straight for the village. The doors are hidden, but I should be able to find them. At least if nobody's locked them, I suppose.
I suppose.
But I think
right?
with
I'm-
you should be able to get through them, yes?
I'm figuring we follow witch tracks. That's all. So we go where we think the old ladies went, the Morgantha.
Yeah, I mean, the Dragonborn said he thinks the village, if I remember. But just a hunch.
There would
He
probably be
said-
more children there.
He said that she's likely in the church, however, you might be able to find things in the farm to help.
Okay, we can go toward the farm.
Yeah,
Oh.
we could probably use all the help we can get. Let's do the farm and then head for the village. Confront them.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
I'll go find the door. You see Keepa run off into the dark. It doesn't take long before his footsteps almost disappear.
I'll try to keep up with.
I could probably just still see him from here.
What's your dark sight?
300 feet.
Yeah, you lose him pretty quick.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. As you see him sprinting out ahead and get out of range. The wall is curved, and you see him go through it.
I'll
Into the
give
dark
chase
eventually.
without even asking anybody.
All right, you're after the kobold. What's everybody else up to?
Just gonna move in that general direction about where he disappeared. I'm gonna wander that way, but not. I'm not gonna
So we
sprint
just
after
went
him.
down the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep.
What about everybody else?
I'm gonna keep with the group and just go toward where Keepa's going.
Walking ahead.
Missy, Flint?
I will keep going forward cautiously.
All right, so sticking with the main
Yes.
group.
Yeah.
Alrighty, coolio. So it's just Keepa and Galax that have run off, effectively, yeah?
Run off? Yes, we're just move. I'm moving in that direction, but not sprinting. Because Keepa said he would come back.
Yeah, it was Galaxia.
You all can hear a little while Galax's armor clanking along as he moves. And soon everything goes quiet again. You hear from Rose in the middle of the pack. Why does everything keep going quiet? I don't like the lack of noise. It seems like there's something in it, doesn't it?
I don't mind the lack of noise. It means something's not trying to stab me at present. So, yeah, it's when things get really loud I get bothered.
I always heard once the forest goes quiet that it means there's a predator. And this kind of reminds me of that.
I think we should keep on our toes. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna look out. Is there anything I can perceive?
You see down the tunnel, and it just seems like more tunnel, both ways.
Okay.
From time to time, you'll see in one of the alcoves a little pedestal that could hold fire, but they are empty.
So our guide just ran off ahead of us. And how long, how long have we been going down the tunnel?
It's about 10 minutes after you all had found Galax, and Galax ran off with Keepa.
This goes a long way.
Up in front, Galax, you do eventually find Keepa currently in one of the alcoves doing something to the wall.
Was I supposed to follow you? Because you took off pretty quick.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to stay with the others.
What? So that now I'm gonna. Fuck. All right, I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be here. I think this is the door.
And then I'll just turn around all dejected.
You can stay if you want.
No, I gotta go back.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
be suspicious. Can't be suspicious. Can't be suspicious. Act really normal. Be really normal because you're crazy. So, yeah, I'll just walk back to everybody.
After a little bit, y'all hear that chant coming back at you. The rest of the party.
Gosh, he's so suspicious.
I just start chanting it right back.
Alex, the walls are singing your own chant at you. How do you feel about this?
I'm happy. You see me start doing jazz hands.
No,
Wish I had a bowler cap.
Rose,
Okay.
Rose turns to Bendar and just go, "What? What?
Bendar shrugs.
That's not a normal for adventurers, right?"
No, but it sure is entertaining.
Okay.
Well, he's Shadowkai. That's all I can say.
Is that normal for Shatterkai?
Nothing's normal for Shadowkai.
It's normal for every Shadowkai I have ever met in my life. Galax, lead the way to where our kobold friend is working.
How many Shatterkai have you met?
Including Galax?
Yeah.
One.
Oh. That would make sense.
Yes, the first. Always the best. Ugh. Everybody remembers their first. Either way, he's over here. And I point to a wall. I mean, over there, which is the hall. Sorry. Where we were going. Over
Got
there.
it. I'll
Yeah,
wander
make
that
it.
direction.
You wander back off that way, and you see Kiva is indeed still fucking with a wall. He keeps
Whoa.
pushing the bricks.
Got it. Keepa, do you need a hand with that?
Only to hit that one up there. I can't reach it.
All right. I'll go over, assuming that I'm tall enough to reach what he's pointing to and help him out.
Yeah, you're able to. And you see you push the brick, and it actually slides in about half an inch. And then Kiva starts hitting the other bricks down lower. You see him jump from time to time to hit other ones. After a solid minute of him doing this, suddenly the door or the wall shakes and the bricks start to turn, making a doorway. There we go. Hidden passages are fun. Shall we?
Mhm.
As y'all step through, instead of the dark tunnels y'all have been walking through the last hour or so, you see a large room filled to the brim with beautiful fungi, giant mushrooms that light up, crystals growing straight out of the ground, some flowers here and there, but vines and mushrooms are aplenty. And y'all can all see fine, even if you don't have dark vision, as most of the plants here have a form of bioluminescence.
Ooh. Um, can I roll nature to see if any of them are psychedelic?
You can try.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh yes, I am. Oh.
Missy, you think you see a
Oh,
familiar breed of mushroom that likely has very powerful psychedelic effects if prepared correctly.
Yeah, Missy, don't pop those until we're somewhere where we can pump your stomach.
Oh, I'm just saving them for later, you know? Might as well get them while you can take them. I start picking mushrooms and picking up little crystals and picking some flowers and putting them in my hair.
Uh,
I just kind of investigate the room.
so here's a trick, and I'll scoop up a bit of soil next to one of the mushrooms and put it into a leather pouch, and then I'll pick a mushroom and put it in the bag and zip it tight real quick with the leather strap. And I'll hand it to you, Missy.
What's this?
Mushroom. Your mushrooms are already growing.
What?
Why pick them when you can grow them?
I can grow my own cultures? Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Thank you so much! And I just like put it in my bag.
She doesn't realize
Can I
she's
just
gonna
like
have to. She doesn't realize she's gonna have to shit in a box in order for that to work.
can I like observe just to double check and see if she's picking mushrooms that I've seen before?
Go ahead.
Oh no!
He's tired.
You've been a lot of places, but you've never really gone deep underground too terribly often. So this kind of fungi isn't one you're too familiar with, as it is completely devoid from light.
Wasn't it you,
Are there any
Rose?
little creatures?
What about Rose?
Oh, I was just gonna ask Rose. Weren't you the one that asked about animal spirits and if they, what happens to them when they die?
I think so. Why?
Oh, I was just gonna say I was wrong.
About what?
Animals actually do have spirits quite similar to our own, or souls, or whatever, and they do have a home. They do have a plane of existence they go to after they die. It's called the Beastlands.
Where's that? The Beastlands.
Yes. It's basically a land of, well, if you're an animal, you'd probably love it. The hunt is always on. You always feel like you're energized. It sounds like
Doesn't
a,
sound very good for the prey animals.
yeah, they enjoy running, though. It's weird.
I highly doubt that.
They enjoy the thrill of the chase. When you're on the plane, it says you feel more alive than you would ever.
Yeah, I'm sure that rabbit loves getting chased by the wolf.
Yeah, I don't pretend to know everything on that, but that's what has been described by lore.
No, that's just awesome. I love that.
Is that where
I've
werebeasts
never
go?
been.
Or do they
Yeah.
still go where their initial soul came from if they were initially a intellectual humanoid being?
Where beasts? Well, I would just say where beasts are connected to Malar. Usually, I think, if I remember right. But I don't know if he's connected to the
And
Beastland.
then
So yeah, I don't know.
he's connected to the abyss.
Malar? Oh wow, a god
So he has a
connected to the
branch of
abyss.
chaos in him.
Huh?
Because he's the one that's got the red face on a monkey body, right?
No, 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 no. I think you mean the demon lord Demogorgon, right? Are you talking about the two monkey
No.
head? No, okay, never mind. Then you might be right.
No. Never mind. It's a different thing. It literally is. It's not the Demigorgon.
Well,
I have multiple figurines.
Loth is also in the abyss, so that I mean it's possible. So something
Yeah.
to look into. But yes, just to let you know, Rose. So if you have a puppy that's dead, it's probably happy somewhere in the Beastlands.
You see the skeleton dog, Wesley, pop his head out of her bag
Well,
and looks around as if he was mentioned.
oh, I forgot
Can I
about
pet
that.
your dog? Oh, please let me pet your dog.
Sure.
Awesome.
He is all bone, by the way.
I don't care. Nice.
So Dragonette is going to turn to Keepa. Are these the? Is this the farm?
It looks like it's gotten wild since we were here last. But most of these mushrooms should be edible. Well, as long as they haven't mixed too terribly with something outside. But on the whole, they should be edible.
Edible for kobolds or edible for everyone?
Edible for everyone.
I'll eat a mushroom right away just to prove it to everybody.
Roll me a
If you,
D100.
if
call
you
high
start
or low.
acting crazy, how would we know?
No.
Yeah.
I guess low.
You see Galax start munching on a very purple mushroom.
Oh. Oh no.
He eats it up. He seems to enjoy the taste. And then he falls face flat on the ground. It's not, ooh, I collapsed. It's stiff as a board. Flump.
Oh, interesting.
A 2x4 fell over.
Well, there went
I'm gonna
our.
walk up and poke him with my.
Is he dead or is he just paralyzed?
Looks like he's still breathing. Anybody want to roll medicine?
I will.
Yeah, I'll help.
Miss E, he is dying. Absolutely
No!
dying. He
He's
is eating
dying!
something. Blood is getting into his heart. It is bad. It's getting in his brain. It is everywhere.
Guys, we have to help him. He's dying. He's dying. I don't know what to do.
Can I just try and roll him over?
Missy, we're going to go through this again. We did this with Flint. Relax, take a breath. What's really going on with this, with Galaxy?
He's paralyzed.
Okay. See, he's not moving, but he's not dead. He's not, there's no internal bleeding. We'll wait a while and he'll be back on his feet. Now, looking around, is every single mushroom in this place the same one that he picked, or are there different varieties?
No, there's
however?
hundreds of variety. There's
Okay.
a lot. Also,
So-
Miss E, you are certain that this man has blood in his heart and it is a problem.
Wait, what? This is how it works.
I mean, I think something's really, really, really wrong. Like, I know I'm usually not like a medical person or know anything about that, but I swear something's wrong with his heart. Like, I think I've seen people OD on things like this before, and it's really not good. And we can't see what's happening, but that doesn't mean that something's not happening inside. We can't see.
I understand. Missy, you're getting really emotionally attached to somebody we met 4 minutes ago.
If his God sent him here to protect us, and this is how it ends, that's
He protected us. Then he protected us from eating the purple mushrooms. Look, if he's dead, he said with complete confidence that he is not dead. If he is dead, then he has achieved his life's mission and he is successful in accomplishing his goal. And then I'll turn to Keepa and ask him, "Do you know what all of these different mushrooms do besides the one that just paralyzed our new friend?"
Nope. I was not in the farming brigade.
Can I try and find more purple mushrooms like the one I saw him eat?
Who's looking? Yeah,
Flint.
you can try.
See, that's brilliant because now we have like a paralyzed poison.
What do I roll?
Roll me a survival.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, you find 4 small mushrooms.
Nice.
Nice. Maybe we can use these to paralyze something later, or kill them if he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, these would
Once
be
they're invited.
pretty useful for a witch if she needs to sedate or, get someone captured.
Yeah. Or if we go for drinks at Ravenloft, huh?
Right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, would you eat a mushroom presented to you by somebody who's trying to kill you? It'd be a little bit interesting to get this into somebody.
He just mentioned drink, so, I mean, there's probably a way to distill it into a drink and then hand it to someone.
Would any of the original party like to make an intelligence check for a moment for me?
Dragonet would not like to do that.
That's fine.
Give it a shot. Straight intelligence.
Yep, straight intelligence.
Me.
Bendar, unfortunately, you wouldn't have this information.
No.
But Naji, you do hit my DC. Naji, as you're thinking about trying to find y'all are thinking about trying to find ways to use mushrooms, you remember something from when you were working as part of the Vein Merchant Group. Among that group was an individual specialized in working with poisons.
Was it the Zico or Esrid?
It was Zico.
Ah. Of course. I'll share with the group. I think Zico knows how to use poisons. She did milk a snake venom or poison. I can't tell the difference.
Do you think you could turn it into something that could coat an arrow?
I wouldn't know. This isn't my area of specialty.
Huh.
Be a question for the poisoner. Zico.
Sounds like a fair.
Maybe we have a sending stone if you want to start making 20-word messages, or was that a different spell?
You'll have sending stones, which allows y'all to do sending, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that we have enough time to get Zico all the way here. It might be days before she can arrive.
Oh no, I meant like maybe she can just tell you a recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
instructions
is that,
slowly.
I've forgotten how the sending stone works. Can you pass messages through it?
Yep, they can respond. Let me get the sending spell real quick. I'm going to get sending stones as well.
25
read what
words,
they do.
I think. So make them count.
Sending stone. When you touch one stone, you can use an action to cast the sending spell from it. The target is the bearer of the other stone. If no creature bears the other stone, you know the fact. That fact as soon as you use a stone and don't cast the spell. Once sending is cast through the stones, it can't be used again till dawn. You can the way sending works is you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in your mind and recognizes you as the sender if it knows you. They can also answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance or even other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance of that message not arriving.
So, just real quick, sorry. Does that mean I could talk to Shar using a sending stone?
If they had
Since
the other
I've
one.
had direct contact with her?
If they have a sending stone, you'd be able to use it
Okay.
in normal situations. There are ways to block it.
Okay. Cool.
We should also ask, can you make poison, but also can we cure it?
Oh.
And then I'll kind of kick our friend to see if he's still stiff and paralyzed.
Smart, Flint.
He is still stiff as a board at the moment.
You want me to just pick him up and we continue onwards?
It'd probably be wise to just wait until he recovers. So I guess we do another short rest, or I don't know.
After about 5 minutes, you see Galax actually comes back too.
That's a potent poison, eh?
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, yeah. All right. So, which one was it? It was that purple one, right?
It was these, and I'll show him the for it.
All right. Let's choose another color. Okay.
This time don't eat it right away.
I'll choose this one. And I'll go and eat it again randomly.
No. Stop.
Roll me a D100, call high or low.
I always choose low. Fuck.
You take you take 11 points of poison damage.
Oh.
You seem to be bleeding from.
Your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Is that
Oh.
you would normally do that when you eat mushrooms? You probably
Can
shouldn't
we
do that
can
anymore.
we not eat the mushrooms right now? We might, get jumped. So we need to continue on.
Oh, you see Kifa finally pop back up from one of the mushrooms. I found something
What'd you find?
What's that?
at the center of the farm. It looks like there is a chest. It is sitting on what looks like a circle, but it is a chest that might have things.
Ooh.
And is this is screaming trap to me, so I'm going to very carefully investigate that circle before I very carefully investigate the trunk to see if there's any traps or
Would not be able to get it without stepping on the circle.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm going to start with the circle.
Oh gosh.
Whoa.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. That doesn't bother me at all.
that's a bigger circle than I thought.
Fun.
That's super cute. Okay.
Whoa.
Is the circle? Is it like does it appear like this, where it's glowing purple circle moving on the ground? Okay, yeah. I'm looking at Rose. This looks kind of magic-y. Can you check this thing out and try to tell me whether it's gonna make my eyeballs bleed when I cross over it?
Well, I don't have to look too hard. I can already tell that's about to trigger. It
What?
just needs some kind of trigger event. I'd say stepping on it would probably trigger whatever it's going on.
And would something
Where's Larry?
that isn't, yeah, exactly, would Larry trigger it?
Not sure. Probably.
Probably.
Mhm.
That's what undead are good for.
Look at it like a pressure plate, perhaps. It
Sure.
could open a portal. It could summon something. It could explode. An explosion from a circle this big would be pretty big.
Does anyone have a magical ability to open a chest from, say, like 20 feet?
I do have mage hand.
Yeah, I do have that
I'd
as
be
well.
worried about including different kinds of magic. Look at how it's starting to drift off the ground. And as you look where she points, you see there is literal wisp of magic coming off the circle. Visible magic, which
I think-
means this is very unstable.
I think
I
Okay.
have
maybe we all back away and then send Larry in. Or
I
Yeah.
have
throw
Real
something
quick,
in there.
Hold on.
rope.
How much does the chest look like it weighs? Would I be able to tell that just based off of it?
Roll me intelligence. Not a clue. Pretty big though.
So are you thinking that maybe we could string a rope from one side of the circle to the other, walk across, hook it around the chest, and then try to drag the chest out of the circle?
I'm actually
Uh,
thinking of teleporting in, standing on top of the chest, picking it up and placing a rock down, and teleporting back.
I'd be worried about still triggering it. There's a lot of unstable magic here. If you give me a little bit, along with Bendar, we might be able to figure out what it does.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of a lasso instead of having someone climb above it, but you know,
The way I see it
Yeah.
is, I would teleport in, grab the chest, put down a rock, and teleport back out. So for me, in my head, I'm not technically touching anything.
I mean,
It's
they said it was a
but
pressure plate, so just being on the circle might.
I said it was like a pressure plate. It is not a pressure plate. It
Yeah.
is a field of unstable magic. Touching it may set it off. Using magic on it may set it off. Staring at it too long may set it off. I have no idea.
Oh, look
Okay.
away.
Yeah, Rose, you and Bendar work on that. In the meantime, the rest of us figure out a more mundane way of getting that chest off. Yeah, we could lasso it. I don't have any lasso skills at all. I don't even know how to lasso. Am I even on the board? I'm here.
Bendar, do you want to make? If you didn't pull yourself on it, you're not. You need to pull yourself. I just pulled the NPCs that are here.
Okay.
Bendar, do you want to help Rose, or do you want Rose to help you figure this out? Who is leading this investigation?
Um.
Or do you want to go help the rest of the party try to figure out how to lasso it?
No. I'll go ahead and assist her.
Okay. So she is going to be rolling
Or
with
help.
advantage. Yeah, it's effectively just giving her advantage.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Rose, where is your arcana? There it is. You're going to be rolling a 12.
So the idea I had was for me to stand here, someone else to stand here. We stretch a rope between us, and then we walk parallel to this until the rope is touching the chest. And then we try to pull the chest directly off until it's outside of the circle.
Oh, I like that idea.
I'm nervous to get that close to the circle if we're moving it.
Yeah, let's see what Rose and Bendar come up with, determining what's going to try to murder us when we mess with this thing.
Yeah.
And we inevitably mess up.
That's why we're the Misfits.
Yeah. Yep.
We earned that name.
Yep.
Miss E's Misfits.
Mhm.
I was gonna make a joke about Missy Elliott. I still might. Or not. That didn't go over well, so.
What do you think, Rose?
They're going to be looking at it for a minute.
Okay, gotcha.
You can see her muttering stuff, pointing things out with Bendar. Bendar then in turn talking about something else. Sounds like a bunch of magical doohickeys to y'all. While that's going on, what is the party thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about the rope trick, but I'm certainly not going to try this thing until Bendar and Rose tell me that my face isn't going to fry off when I do it.
Yeah, I mean, I can turn into an animal, but I can't fly, so I don't think I can help.
I don't know. Rope trick.
Unless you
I
want
think
to tie
I'm
the rope
probably
to
just
an
gonna.
arrow and shoot it.
Oh, sorry.
After a little while, you see Rose stand up. We're pretty sure this is some kind of conjuration circle. Whether it's designed to send somebody through a different plane, some form of teleportation, some form of creation or summoning, I can't really tell. The wild magic has seemed to have grown as this portal seems old and overgrown, and the magic is becoming unstable. It's unlikely to explode per se, unless the magic gets really out of hand by introducing new magics. But I think we might be able to trigger it safely, unless it summons something dangerous or it sends whoever summoned it somewhere else.
Ooh.
So, what do you think about asking Larry to trigger it?
Yeah.
Well, it would trigger just the same as if anybody else did. I can trigger it from a distance if we just want to trigger it.
Okay. You think
If you don't think it'll destroy the chest, I'm good to trigger it.
Well, it's a summoning.
That would be some kind of evocation.
Right.
If it's a conjuration of this type, it's unlikely to do anything to the chest unless it switches the chest with whatever it's connected to. I suppose that's a possibility. But it's unlikely to do harm unless it summons an anvil or something on top of above the chest, and then said chest it falls on said chest.
So, Rose, what do you think about this dragging rope thing that we're talking about? Do you think that the spell could travel through the rope if we drag it across the circle?
If I'm honest, I think anything that actually interacts with this magic will trigger it. It's become very unstable.
Can't use a mage hand because that's magical and will thus maybe trigger.
No, I
it.
mean, if I take, you see her reach down, pick a mushroom. If I take this mushroom and throw it in, that might also trigger it.
But also new magics, right?
New magics, physical things, anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Well,
anything breaching the circle may set it off.
That's fine. Then if anything's going to set it off, then let's just set it off. In other words, if there's no way for us to not set it off and still try to get that chest, then let's just ask Larry to take a gander at it.
Yep.
I think it might be better to set it off at a distance, don't you think?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, why don't you just
Yeah.
fire an arrow?
That's what we
through
were
it?
all saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can shoot an arrow at it from 120 feet away.
Well, shall we back up and ready for whatever gets conjured?
And do we want to group up or do we want to surround it?
I like surrounding.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. I feel like a buddy system.
There. Who will be buddies with Keepa?
Bring it, Keepa. Come over
Well,
here.
here I'll stay by Galaxia.
You see Kifa runs up one of the mushrooms and sits down on top of it. Bounty.
And send Larry over with Flint.
There is a nod. Rose is going to stand here. He is going to go over here.
Oh, I see he's by herself.
That's okay. I wanted to make sure we get
Oh,
all
I
four
didn't.
corners.
Yeah, I couldn't even see you. You're behind.
Pictures. Mm. Are we ready?
Yep.
You see Rose takes the mushroom she was holding and chuck it into the center. As soon as the mushroom flies over the edge of the circle, you see it start to spark.
Ooh.
You see things are going very oddly. You think you see figures moving through it. Dark figures, bright figures. You think you see a pixie for the briefest moment thing, and then fire, water, a skeleton. It's throwing out all kinds of odd things before pulling it back. Before it starts burning off a lot of that excess magic that seems to be surrounding it, and you see the lines underneath finally start to glow. Anyone want to do anything while this is going on?
Mm.
I'll cast Magic Stone, so I have some Magic Stone.
Alrighty. And then after a few minutes, you see, or a few seconds, not a few minutes, you see figures start to rise up out of the circle.
Get ready to dodge.
Everybody roll initiative.
Like, you could
Oh
dodge
boy.
dash. I don't know if that's something you can do. Excellent.
Rose. Initiative. Keep a initiative.
Lobstrosities.
Oh, right. Wrong page. I need you. Go over here. Put it to always whisper. I'm going to make this one red and this one a blue. As the group of you see these massive, kind of crab like creatures, they stand on four legs and they have two large claws they hold above their heads. And you see these long, red, tentacle like appendages coming from their mouth. They also don't seem to have any eyes that you can really see. They might be hidden in the armor slits that seems to, or the carapace that makes up the headpiece, but they do not look happy.
Okay.
Missy, you are the first one to react to those fuckers coming through. On the bright side, chest is still there.
Actually, okay,
Yay.
I'm being a noob here. For some reason, I can't get my initiative. Well, I roll my initiative like physically, but it's not, putting me in the turn order.
Click your token first
Okay, I clicked it.
on the map.
Yeah.
And then go roll your initiative from your sheet. Oh, wait, hang on. I know exactly why it is. Because I don't have you set up for your name. Wait, who's said they aren't connected?
It was Bendar.
Yeah. Click your token, then go and roll your initiative from your character sheet.
Okay.
That should put you
Okay.
on.
And then I also have the
You still didn't go. Make sure you have the three bubbles appear above your head.
So 18 or 19. Oh, the three bubbles?
We still need to get you on the turn order. We need you to click your token on the map.
Yeah, I did.
And then go into your character sheet and then roll.
You're on the measuring mode, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You need to have the arrow selected. So click your token so you have the red, green, and blue bubble above, the cogwheel, and the little circle. Can you see that when you click on it?
Yeah, well, I see the 20 or the red, green, and blue above it.
Okay, now go into your character sheet. Top middle, there should be a button for initiative. You click on the word.
Okay. Yeah, which is what I did.
Try it again. Oh, we were trying to make sure you get on the initiative order so I can
Gotcha.
actually see you. Because unless there it goes. See, now you're actually on the initiative order,
Okay. And then
and now I can click on it and change it to 18.
18. Okay.
See? Now you're
Got it.
actually there. I need an initiative. What is your dexterity, Bendar?
It's 13.
13. All right, that means you're quicker. Flint and Miss E, what are y'all's dexterities?
14.
Also 14.
Okay, Flint and Miss E, I need a D20 roll from each of you. Probably. Again?
I'll let them both go at the same time.
They're in sync.
Please be a 15. Please be a 15.
I've done this and we got the same number 4 times in a row in the past. Miss E, one more.
Oh,
18. Miss E is faster. Okay. Is there any other mixes? Rose has one with her own skeleton, but she'll be fine. So the first one to react in the party is Miss E. As you see these things wave their claws around, they look pissed off and they're about to jump people.
Oh, what nasty little things. Or big things. I'm gonna do my short bow at the blue one.
Gotcha. You are going to shoot out, and you are going to. Your arrow is going to hit its target.
Yay.
You will not have sneak attack, so you will only do 7 damage.
Okay.
But good job, you did it a hit. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to Flint. Flint, what you up to?
You hit the blue one or the red one?
The blue one.
All right. Seeing that one get hit with the arrow, I'll just follow suit. So I'll roll up my sleeve on my right arm where I have my burn scar. I'll cast Chaos Bolt. Try and hit the blue one.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh.
You are unfortunately going to miss.
And I don't really have any bonus action things to do. And my bonus action, I will take a step slightly back. So Larry's a little closer.
Alrighty. Is that it for Flint?
That is it.
Alrighty. That brings us to Bendar.
All right. Bendar starts to chant. Golden energy starts to weave. His eyes turn to kind of golden, clock faces, and they start spinning. You hear the tick, 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 tick. And then he casts protection from. Well, he can tell that these guys are probably outsiders, right?
Arcana roll?
Okay, 1 second.
You're not entirely sure.
Well, okay, he's gonna assume since they came through a portal, he'll cast protection from good and evil
On himself?
on Galaxia, and then he will. I'll stay right here, and then I'll say to Galaxia, "It's time to test your strength, Servant Ashar."
All right. I'm wondering if I should run into that glowing field.
Alrighty. Next, is that up for Bendar?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the red one. The red one hasn't been attacked by anybody, but the closest people would be Larry. So you see it scuttle off this way. And it is going to step right in between the two of you. One pincer going for Flint and Larry. 1 for Larry. Larry gets hit. Flint is going to miss. So it is going to deal 11 damage to Larry as he looks in pretty bad shape.
Ooh.
is he is immediately, you see a lot of his bones breaking. And you see it starts to try to pick up the skeleton, who needs to try to escape, and he is going to manage to slip out. Oh, Dragonette, it is your turn.
Okay, Dragonette is going to take steady aim, and she's pissed off at that crab, which just busted up her buddy Larry. So she is going to fire off a longbow. And we'll see what
That is
this
going to hit.
does. Yep, same one. Okay. Uh,
For 12, 14 damage.
okay, that's her turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to Galax.
All right. I will actually go ahead and step over to here, somewhat behind these crystals, and then call out my spiritual weapon.
What kind of
Director.
spiritual weapon would you like? Is it a hammer? Is it a
yes,
mace? Let me actually
it's
double check
going.
that. I have an axe. I do indeed have a hammer. I've got a morning star and I've got a sword.
The hammer.
Alrighty. I've got a hammer. Here is your hammer. I am going to give you access to said hammer. Here you go. You can now move the hammer.
Ooh.
Damn.
Gotcha. You're going to attempt to hit with it, and you are going to deal 9 damage with it.
And then I'm going to flip it off.
I bite my thumb at ye.
And is that it for Galax?
Yes.
Alrighty, that brings us to Keepa. You see Keepa steady their bow. They're going to probably take a shot at the blue one based on how far. You know you can hit each. You are going to try. You're going to shoot at the blue one, try to bring him down first. As you see him take careful aim. And he is going to let his arrow fly. You see there like that. So. Whoop-on! He's going to miss. That brings us to blue. Blue is going to. He is going to scuttle towards the one that is on their own, Miss E.
Oh.
And he is going to reach down with his pincers and try to grab her. Miss E, what is your AC?
12.
Yeah, that's going to hit with both.
Oh boy.
Do I get an opportunity of attack for my spiritual weapon?
No.
I didn't think so. Just had to ask.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yep.
But you see the first one reach down and grab Miss E by the leg, crushing it, and then the second one getting her by the waist. She is going to take a total of 25 damage.
No. Well, I'm down.
What? What?
And you see it pick her up and still continue to try to crush her. Miss E, will you be going unconscious, or will you be falling into Hero's Last Stand?
Oh. This is always such a hard decision to make.
I feel
Right.
you.
Out of character, Does Galaxa have like a cantrip for spare the dying?
Yeah, I can get you back
Rose
up.
also has it, I believe.
Okay, then I'll just go down. No heroes last stand.
Rose does not have spare the dying. Okay. Okay, so you are going down.
Big crunch.
As you see, it has picked her up. You hear a cry of pain before a little bit of blood dribbles out her mouth, and she seems to lose consciousness. Naji! He is in trouble on the other side. What will you do?
Best way to help her, to help Flint. He's got more range than I. 2, 3, 4, 5. I will prepare a thunderous smite. And then swing at the creature in front of me.
Gotcha.
Where one flail.
Hit.
Alright. So,
As all of you hear a massive boom.
I do not have thunderous might. I will on here, but
Nice.
man, I rolled.
9 damage.
Yeah, that should be
Fails.
thunder damage, not fire. I'll make a thing for that later. And it must make a strength saving throw.
You see it goes sliding back.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
And it's prone. Okay, cool.
Hang on. What should I move? 0.5. Yeah. Step forward a bit more. Get ready to get crunched.
Anything else from Naji? Oh, wait. I have to take out how much damage it took.
That's what I got.
Dealt 9 damage.
And the damn.
Alrighty. That brings us to Rose. Her reaction is going to be. You want to save that if you can. You've already used that. You can't use that. As you see her wave her hand. Actually, does she need to get closer? I think she does. Yes, she needs to run over this way. She runs this way and she waves her hand and reaches up in a fist as she attempts to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. As you see a massive fist reach up and clamp around the creature, or at least attempt to. Here it is. You are making a strength save. You are going to fail. So let me grab the hand. It shows up here, and it is grabbing the creature. And it has become restrained as it takes 5 damage. Okay. She is then going to use her bonus action to tell the skeleton to get the fuck out of the way. Because he is pretty fucked up. Who then... Oh, no, he doesn't have to. He is just going to fall back over here. So she's going to tell him to attack. Actually, no, she's going to go tell him to attack. I know she's taking there. So, he is going to take a short bow shot at the one y'all fought with, and he's going to miss. So, this one down here is now restrained. That brings us back to Miss E, who needs to make a private death save.
How do I do that?
/GR space D20. Okay. That brings us to Flint. What you up to, Flint?
All right. So, shoot, this guy's prone on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That will be disadvantaged to try to shoot him, since he is on the ground.
Yeah, and I can't wild shape and attack him. I can hit him with my stick, but all right. I will. Hmm. All right, I will wild shape into a wolf.
A small wolf or a dire wolf?
Uh, just the CR of a quarter is all I can do.
Gotcha. Okay. Wild shape. We're going to put Flint over in this corner so he's out the way, and we're going to drop a wolf. Grab the wolf, put you down in wild shape. Edit. Give access to my boy Flint. Save. There you go, Flint. You should now have. Wait, where you were here, weren't you? Yeah. So you're over there.
Who's here?
Oh, where were you?
No.
Over here?
Well, I'm gonna move anyway, so it's fine. And that's my action. So as my bonus action, I will howl, and then I will stand next to Najee.
Oh, gotcha.
Good boy.
That brings us to Bendar. Bendar. The tiefling girl is down and being crushed between a giant clawed beast's fingers. You see the tentacles reaching out for right as the earthen hand reaches out and grabs it by one of the legs and tries to yank it back.
Bendar moves, let's see, 10, 20. I'll move up to here. And then you hear from rapid ticking of like a clock to it slowing considerably. Golden energies return to his hands as he draws upon the power of Mechanus and casts Grease right on the 10-foot square on that creature. DC 14 or get knocked prone.
Alrighty, so you are dropping a. It is what, a square or sphere?
Yeah, it'd be a square. Well, I think all of them are squares, right?
No, some of them are
So,
radiuses.
oh yeah, you're right. 10-foot square. Yeah.
Okay, so 10-foot cube. We are going to go with a red one.
Cool.
There we go. To the back. And what does it need to roll? A dexterity check? Was it?
That would be dexterity and yeah, DC 14.
DC 14 dex. It is going to fail, and it is going to fall prone. Yep, it is going to fall prone. It is prone and restrained. What does restrained actually do? Restrained creature becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Its attacks have disadvantage and has disadvantage on dex saving throws. Cool. Noted.
Nice.
Alrighty, is that it for Bendar?
Yeah, that's it.
That brings us to its turn. It is going to stand back up. And it is going to try to break free from the hand that is holding it. It is going to fail. Which means it's Dragonette's turn.
Okay. I am now gonna spin and aim at the blue one who is busily squishing Miss E, and fire off a longbow shot.
Gotcha. You are gonna hit. Oh, 14 damage. Yep.
That's it.
Alrighty. That brings us to Galax. Galax, what's your turn?
All right. I am going to use one of my Blessing of the Raven Queen and teleport right next to Missy. I
Wow.
will then go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was saying okay.
And then I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on her and bring her back to 1.
Spare the Dying only stabilizes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll just do Cure Wounds. Sorry, I thought I brought back to 1 for some reason. But yeah,
Stop you from making death saves. So she gets 10. So Missy, you have woken back up. The fucker is still crushing your waist. It hurts.
and now with my bonus action, I'm going to move my hammer and take a swing at the back of its head.
Gotcha. You are attacking with advantage. You're going to hit and crit. 9 damage. It's still restrained by the hand.
Would she now be? Would that help break her free at all, or?
No, she'll have to escape. She's grappled.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
Okay,
the-
I was going to
does
help
the
him.
I was
hammer-
trying to knock him down to free her, but I guess that didn't work either.
Does the hammer get another D8?
No, it already did. That's what the 3 is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Thank you.
Yeah. It rolled 6 naturally, and then its crit damage was the 3.
Got it.
Am I missing something?
Oh, I am. Good.
Okay, cool. Who was trying to knock her free?
No,
No one actually fought the grapple, as far as I know.
No. I that's where I was mistaken. I thought, if like he fell prone, that would he release her, but yeah, that's not how that works. I guess.
Yeah, no, he never did.
Yeah. So
Alrighty. So that brings us to Keepa. Keepa is going to take a shot at Blue as well. He has advantage, so he's going to do that. He is going to take his shot. He's going to miss. Poor Keepa. Actually, no, he is going to. You used that before, didn't you? Keepa. Can you do this? You finished a short rest, so you still have it, so you can action share still. So he's going to try again. And still miss. Yeah, that's all he can do. Najee.
Huh? Uh, in all fairness, I think Red should have had a turn, but
Oh, yeah, I did skip him. He's down there. So, yeah, he gets his turn. He is going to stand up.
just to be fair.
He is going to come at you guys. One is going to go for the. That's a different picture for the wolf. One's going to go for the wolf, one's going to go for Najee.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to miss both, I think, because Najee has a 20 AC, doesn't he? Yep.
What do you see?
That brings us now to Najee.
Yeah.
nice.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's almost off my headset.
2, 3, 4. Is this flanking or is it one more up?
One more. To get flanking, you will need to be across. So if the wolf was here, on the exact opposite, you get flanking there. But now you need to be from one of these two to get flanking. So now you have flanking.
Okay. Oh. Go over here and take the flail.
You're gonna hit. You're also out of no, you have +2. Never mind. It's the other one that has advantage.
Nice.
11.
11
Nice.
bludgeoning.
Just smack the Jesus out of him.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna knock in front of him for fun of these.
You
Try
try.
to. I still have disadvantage on athletics, probably. It's still
Yep.
pretty good.
Exhausted. But it is going to manage to keep its feet this time.
He's got too many legs.
Yep. He does indeed. Is that it for Naughty?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Rose is going to try to crush this thing with her spell. It is going to make a strength save. It is going to succeed, so it only takes 2 damage. You are rolling very low on your damage dice, Rose. And she is going to... She's going to have Larry keep up her thing. So she is going to move a bit closer. No, it's not going to work. So she is just going to try to keep an eye on things. So that means it is Skeleton's turn, who is going to take a pot shot at the one y'all are dealing with. He is going to miss. That brings us to Miss E. Miss E, you're awake. You're grappled.
I'm going to try and what am I grappled with exactly?
Giant
Like
claw.
the claw? Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to try and like cut at it with my rapier.
Okay. You're going to manage to hit. You are going to deal 6 damage. Nice. But it does not let go.
Oh darn.
You will need to actually try to escape from it if you want to escape.
Does that take like a full action?
I believe so. Let me go look. Grappled, because I believe it's an action to try to escape a grapple. The gain bonus phase. Yeah, so make an action. So you would need to forego one of your attack, try to escape the grapple.
Okay. Thank you.
Alrighty, that it for Miss E.
Yeah.
That brings us to Flint, the good boy, who has advantage because I believe he has pack tactics.
This is true. So I'll go ahead and bite.
Yeah, do manage to hit.
This didn't roll damage.
Roll the attack. They actually click on attack. The word attack in the chat. There you go. 9 damage.
Sweet.
And it is going to try to not fall over. It does not.
Oh.
Anything else from
All
Flint?
right. That's my turn.
Can I tell Flint to come over to me? Dance around.
Reaction.
Yeah, if he says that as his reaction, I'll come over. I'll give them both.
Why do you have 2? What?
He just wants a different picture.
I wanted updated artwork. So I updated the art and dragged it back.
So, oh, okay. I see what happened. You're there. You're
I
there.
just wanted.
Where's the other one? Where'd it go?
He deleted it.
I deleted
Yeah.
it.
Okay, good. I was
Oh, okay.
But that's all I was looking for. I was just looking to delete it. Alrighty, Flint, that's it for you.
That is correct.
Bendar.
All right. Oh, and I just want to clarify, CC. Did he make a saving throw for his dex at the end of his turn on this turn?
No, he did not. I forgot that Grease was there. Let's do that real quick. He was fine.
Oh, he's still standing?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'll back away here, and I will attempt to cast Mind Sliver on him.
Gotcha. Alrighty, that's an int save, I believe.
Yeah.
And it fails.
All right. And I'll roll damage.
Roll a d6 and a d4.
Did it?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And a D4.
-5. Yep, and it gets -2 to its next save.
Cool. And I'm done.
Anything else from Bender?
Nope. That's it.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us to Red, who's going to try to bite their fucking grab the things that have been fucking with it. Wolf. It's going to hit the wolf, and it's going to hit Bendar. It's going to get both of y'all. Not Bendar, Naji.
Oh gosh.
So the wolf, who is Flint, is going to take 10 damage, and Naji is going to take 9. I need both of y'all to make a strength. No, an escape check. So make acrobatic. Or no, you are grappled, so it doesn't matter. So y'all are both grappled now, as it has grabbed both of you with its claws.
Okay.
picked you up.
I intercept Flint's damage.
Okay.
So you take
you
0.
will
But
take-
we're both grappled. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow, so I take 0?
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, isn't that nice? You want to be next to Najee all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that is its turn. You are both now restrained. No, you were grappled. Dragonette.
All right, Dragonette, again, she's going to spin around and go after the Red, seeing that Najee and the wolf are in its claws. So she'll shoot her longbow at them. At the picture.
You're going to hit.
15.
You're going to do 15 already. It's okay. As it is looking bloodied.
That's her turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to Galax. Galax, what you up to?
All right. I'm gonna put my hand in the air, and I will do Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay. What does that do?
So,
Roll it for me.
yep.
General Divinity. As an action, you prevent blah blah blah. 30 foot radius. Second. That would be actually I could just do this. 30 feet, save setting. The sphere moves with you and it lasts 1 minute or until you are incapacitated. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you grant the creature the following benefits. Grant it 1d6 plus your character level in temp hit points. Coolio. Alright, work for me.
All right, and then just gonna hit him with the hammer again as my bonus action.
Alrighty. You're gonna hit. It is going to deal 8 damage.
Nice.
And then 1d6 plus 3 temp. So I got 4 temp hit points.
So does Miss E. Miss E, you have what, 6? No, 7. 7 temp hit points, is that right? Bender?
Do I?
Bender?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that?
No, not Bender. Galaxy. No,
Okay.
wrong. I put it on the wrong person. My bad. It is not Bendar that did that. That is Galex's turn.
Yeah.
So that is over here.
Yeah. I thought that was maybe he cast it on me or so. I was like, is that
No,
possible?
I just was looking at the wrong.
Yeah.
So that is going to hit Miss E, and it's still Miss E. So Galax, that is, I think 7. Yeah.
4. Oh
4
no,
plus your
7.
cleric
Yes,
level.
7.
You
My
should
bad.
be
I
level
forgot
3,
to add the
yeah.
3. 7.
So Miss E, you now have a 7 temporary HP.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is that it for you?
You're welcome. Yeah, that's all I can do. I mean,
You're
I
gonna
could
see
technically teleport, but
Kippa over there try to take a shot again. You have less than I think you do. What am I forgetting on you? I see exactly what I'm forgetting on you. God damn it. I knew I was forgetting something.
It's okay. He's a small kobold kid.
Yep. There we go. I knew I was missing something on his build. There we go. So he is going to be doing a 15. He is going to miss. Poor kid. He cannot hit. This thing is going to try to get out of that hand again. Strength. Nope. Naji.
Ah. If I were to try and thunderous smite this guy, would it ungrapple us?
If you can get them out of range of you, yes, it would.
Well, that's I guess would be awkward.
You will fall, though.
That should be fine, right?
Since you are currently off the ground, it will be an acrobatics check to not fall on your ass. But we'll see how that goes.
Uh, mm, I
If
guess
you-
I'll give it a shot.
Yep, go ahead. See what happens.
Uh, Disadvantage on the attack. One flail attack.
Do you have?
He's probably gonna miss. But
That is going to be
for a
Wait, you have disadvantage on the attack.
yes,
Why do you have disadvantage?
because I'm grappled, right?
No, that's restrained.
Okay.
Man.
Grappled. Let me double check grapple. That's grappler, not what I want. Grappled, your speed is 0, and you can end it. It's restrained that would block you from or give you disadvantage. Grappled doesn't actually do that.
Oh, okay, I'm confused then.
Yeah, it's restrained specifically. The blue one is restrained by that hand. It is a perk of the spell. Grappled is just keeping you from going anywhere.
Okay.
So you are attacking just fine, but you still rolled the 14.
Yeah, so I'm gonna challenge it to plus 10.
Roll the ability.
Yeah, sure. Guided strike.
Alrighty, you make attack. You choose to.
I saw that a 15 miss, so
Unfortunately, I already said it was a miss, so you cannot use it.
ooh.
That's effectively you roll it and you see, oh, I rolled a 14. I'm going to use this before I say anything.
Yeah, I knew a 15 miss, so I was hoping to get. Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
So that is still a miss, unfortunately. But you don't use the channel divinity, so you're good. Anything else?
Nope. I'm in the arms of Lobstrosity.
Rose is going to run over here. She is going to attempt to crush it. It is going to save, so it only takes half damage. Rose.
Did you
Graph.
take away the -2 on the DC? Would that help?
Yeah, it crit, so
Oh, okay, cool.
it's fine.
Okay.
But that's still 4 damage.
Cool.
And then she is going to run right over here, and she is going to try to push it. Where is your spell, my dear? Here you go. She's going to roll that. See if she can shove this thing back, and she is going to manage. It is going to slide a little bit back, and Miss E is going to fall out of its grasp. Miss E, I need an acrobatics check.
Okay.
You manage to catch yourself as you fall out of this thing's grip.
Ooh.
That is going to bring us to the Skelly Skeleton, who is going to do the same thing he's been doing and miss again. Missy. The NPCs can't hit damn right now. See? Because Keepa hasn't hit, the skeleton hasn't hit, Rose only hasn't actually rolled an attack roll yet.
I think I didn't add it.
I'll try to short row the blue one.
Alrighty, you are able to shoot it. You are going to hit. You are going to deal 10 damage. Good job.
Okay.
It is looking rather beat the shit out of.
Thank goodness.
Is that it for Missy?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Flint. What you up to, my wolfy boy?
Well, seeing that I cannot move, I will take a bite of the delicious lobster claw.
You are going to hit.
I gotta click attack.
I'm sitting here wondering how you're going to trip this thing from in the air.
The sheer pain of the bite.
Yeah, maybe he's holding me upside down by his leg or something.
He's got to be, because you fucking tripped him.
Oh, nice.
The wolf somehow manages to be, while being held by the fucking waist, this wolf manages to get over, grab one of its forelegs, rip it out enough to flip them both over.
What?
As you both go crashing. Everybody goes crashing to the ground over there. A little ridiculous. Anything else from Flint?
No, am I prone now?
No, you're not prone, but it's still kind of funny.
Okay, I'm still grappled though.
Yes, you are still
I
grappled.
guess I don't need to get up, so yeah, I'm good. I'll chill here.
Bendar.
All right. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and move 30 feet to here, and then I will. I'll cast grease on the second one over here.
That will make it lose the first one, yes?
No, it's
is
not
not
concentration. No, it's not concentration because I also have protection from evil. I'm concentrating on that, but grease is non-concentration. Actually, that's the beauty of the spell. Here,
Yeah, it is. You're right. Cool.
Yeah,
I already double checked it, so yeah, you're right.
it's like what if
And
if only it was as big as web. I totally yeah. But anyway, go ahead. And,
See, you can throw it up there, which means another 10-foot cube. So you're throwing it here
Yep.
to the back. It is going to make a dex save. It is going to fall over. It's already actually it's already prone, so it can't fall over.
Well, I'll just add to it.
It might fall later. Anything else from Bendar?
Nope, that's everything.
Alrighty. That brings us to this thing, who is still going to try to break free and finally get out of that thing's grip. So then it is going to reach out and try to grab Galax, who is standing next to it. Snip, snip. It is going to miss with the first. Galax, what's your AC? 18? It's going to miss with the second. And then it has to try to not fall over. It's fallen over. But it is no longer
Nice.
restrained.
Just a quick question, like, do you allow us to set grease on fire?
Mm-hmm. By
Okay,
all
so
means. Just
yeah.
here's the thing about that. Anything you can do, the enemies can do back.
Yep.
no, I understand. It's just that that's kind of you know, people say this, people say that.
Yep.
No, yeah, I know.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
Awesome.
fine with you lighting grease on fire.
We discovered that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, it is now Dragonette's turn. Yes.
Yes. Are they both our lobster friends? Are they both?
They're both prone. They both fall over.
Okay. Yeah. So shooting at him is going to be not
Disadvantage.
as easy. So, are Najee and Flint still grappled?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you're doing, oh yeah, never mind.
Okay, so she is going to run 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Bonus action 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dash. And then she is going to attack with her short sword. That is also at advantage, right?
Yes, that will have advantage.
All right,
Because
great.
it's prone. You're
I
gonna hit.
still get all of that. And I'm going to hit with a short sword, which will give me that. And I get sneak attack, don't I?
Yep, because Najee and the wolf are there.
Nice.
So that is 19 damage.
19.
Woo.
Alrighty, it is still up.
Oh.
Looking pretty banged up though.
Okay, got it. And then I still have movement.
Mm-hmm.
7, 5, back off. 6, 7.
You don't have mobile, yeah?
I have she's a
Swashbuckler?
swashbuckler.
Oh yeah, so you have
she
the
can-
you're
fancy
fine.
footwork.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're fine.
yeah.
So
Good
you're
stuff.
fine.
Good stuff.
Yep, she's done.
You're not gonna get hit with Najee. What? If you're in one of the claws, that would have been what done. Just whip around with the claw and try to hit you with Najee. But yeah, that's Galix's turn. What's up, Galix? What you doing?
I'm gonna step over to here. And then I am going to take a whack at it with my warhammer.
Oh, look at that.
Gonna hit.
Fancy.
And then spiritual weapon for my bonus action.
That is going. It's not. It's prone right now, so you get advantage. So that is gonna hit, and that's gonna kill it. So tell me how you kill it.
I start just going ape shit crazy like in Shaun of the Dead, where they're just beating the zombies. So I just you see two
Nice.
different hammers going at it left and right. And I've been working on the railroad all little long day. That's what happens.
Nice.
The railroad.
John Henry.
Did I skip that thing's turn?
No,
The red one.
I think he went
no.
the blue
Red
one.
one's 18 and the blue one is 6. So it's
Yeah,
about to
Dragonite
come up.
just went. The red one's the one that's 18.
I think you swapped which one went.
I might have. Okay, so the red one's about to go then. That's fine. I'm going to remove. Actually, I'm going to leave there for. Is that it for Galix?
Yes.
I do need you to roll your Twilight thing, so we see where your the temp HP is. So it's going to be 5. Does it replace or can you keep it? Can you roll the ability again?
It's the highest. It doesn't stack, so it would now be 8 instead of 7.
Okay, so yeah, and there's other people that get it now.
Yeah.
So Rose gets it. Miss Ease now becomes an 8, and you also have an 8. Save. Alrighty, coolio. That brings us to Kipa. Kipa, you are going to hold your action, try to let that fucker stand up for the moment. You're also going to go over here. It brings its turn. It's going to stand up and get shot. Or fucking Kipa's going to try anyway. Kipa, are you going to actually hit anything? Yes, you actually do finally with fucking 13. Or 19. So that is not Rose. This is Kipa. Kipa, you are going to let off that shot. You use that and that. So you are going to deal 24 damage? Yeah. As Najee, it's going to pick you up, and you see another arrow just kind of pierce it through the eye.
Woo.
And it collapses, the claw's finally going limp.
Oof.
And then you see the eye explode. And a brain gunk going everywhere.
Try to land properly.
You get thrown back a little bit by the force of the explosion, but you're okay.
Woo. Freedom.
The turn order has ended. What would everybody like to do now?
Is the circle still there?
It's gone dormant. It's still there, but dormant. You think it might need to collect more energy to try to summon anything else.
All right. Get the chest.
I'm gonna chew on some lobster meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach the
Dragging
chest,
it,
chest and check it for traps.
Yes.
You don't see any. I'm not even going to make you roll.
Okay, let's open said chest. See what magic things are in.
The first thing you see is see off on the side, you see a few piles of gold. Be ready to write these down. Are you ready?
Yep.
80 gold pieces. 1,200 silver pieces. 1,900 copper pieces. As well, you find a few art objects. You find a small mirror set in a painted wood frame. There are 2 of them. There is a small carved bone statuette depicting an elephant, and a small golden bracelet, each probably worth about 25 gold each. But what draws your eye, right at the left, on the left side of this chest, there are a few items that look interesting. You see a long staff with its head shaped like a snake. You see a long sword with a glowing gem inside the hilt. You see a small pearl. And you see a set of boots.
All right.
Interesting. Anybody have the ability to tell whether anything here is magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I can take a look. And so can Bendar.
How about I help her so she gets advantage?
Alrighty, it will usually be the identify spell. You can identify. Oh, give me a second.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna do that. It's easier.
I'm trying to remember how to identify because I don't think it's an Arcana roll.
It's usually the spell.
You can either use the spell or you may spend an hour studying a item.
Oh, okay.
So it will take her time if she is to identify any spells. Rose, do you have identify? Rose doesn't actually have identify. But if during a long rest, she will be able to take a look at all of them. Does Rose have the spell? I think she does. I can ritual cast detect magic. See if they're actually magical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
Might as well.
It would take me a few minutes, but y'all rest up and we'll take a look.
I could certainly use a set of plate, well, chest plate or something.
There was not a chest plate or any kind of armor in there.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying from like all the money if we ever get to a shop and all that.
Yeah. So are y'all just giving Rose the 10 minutes or are y'all going to stop and rest?
I like wander around and sniff around and see if I can find any like mushrooms that might be healing-y.
Roll me
Is there a
survival.
way that we could close up the wall? Like
They closed
reshut the
behind you.
door? Yeah,
The
okay.
one that Kiba opened, yeah, it shut when you all went through.
So we're in a room by ourselves, right? Like we could
Presumably,
take a long rest, even?
you might be able to. Do note, y'all are
Because like,
still only maybe 4 hours into the day. Y'all are maybe based on y'all's time. Well, no, y'all went in. You went down for an hour, then you walked. Quick fight there, maybe 30 minutes, then an hour. Put you at 2 hours. You walked for an hour. So yeah, y'all are about 4 hours into the day. So y'all would not actually be eligible for a long rest right now.
Should I
Y'all
use?
spend a significant amount of time, but you need to spend longer than a long rest.
okay, well, I didn't realize what time it was, so.
Yeah, the party hasn't been here too terribly long.
Let me see. Do you feel like you can actually rest a little bit? Thank you. I don't know if you have any hit die yet left over.
Keep I can go and look and see if there's anything at the other entrances while y'all rest. This place should be sealed off, so should be relatively safe. Might also give time for the kobolds to calm.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go scout ahead,
Well,
see if the kobolds are looking into anything? Plus, you said as a kobold, I might be able to go unnoticed, despite the fact that I might not be able to talk them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that sounds good. Go ahead and scout ahead. See, tell us what you find.
Will you be resting here for the day?
I think it'd be a little too early.
Yeah, I think so too. No, we're gonna rest here for I don't know, maybe
You want to do an hour?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that'll
A
give
short
Miss
rest.
E a chance to recover and catch her breath. Then
Yeah.
we'll go from there.
Okay. I'll regain a warlock spell slot.
Then I will stay close by. Then you see
Yeah.
Kifa run off into the mushrooms.
I'm going to get back with spell slot. I have one. Regain a channel divinity on a short rest. Pray for the best.
Dice do you roll for a short rest for hit points?
Rose goes over to Missy. Are you all right, Missy?
I mean, I'm pretty banged up, but I think hopefully if I can rest for a little bit, I'll be able to put myself together enough.
2 items that were in the chest is there are 2 standard healing potions.
Oh, awesome.
Well,
So y'all also
I
have that.
suggest we give them to Rose and Naji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miss.
Why give 'em to
E-
Rose?
I'm sorry, because I saw the Rose right above her name, Missy. That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah, Missy. Okay.
Yeah,
And they're both purple. So
I know, right?
How many points do you recover from a short rest?
you may spend hit die.
Oh,
How many do you have left?
I don't think Missy used any of them so far.
yeah, no.
Because I don't think she was hurt during that first fight.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can recover. You can use all of your hit dice if you need to.
She might need to with a roll like that. But you see, after checking in with Missy, Rose actually turns to her skeleton boy and starts trying to repair him.
Larry.
Then we'll wait, see what items we got.
Yeah, she will only be able to identify one of them in the hour y'all are resting.
Okay.
Which one would you like her to take a look at? You have the staff that has the head of a snake at the top. You have the longsword with the gem in the hilt. You have the strange pearl, and you have the set of boots.
Does anybody use a long staff? Or
Well-
a long sword.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
biased
you wouldn't
towards
notice
both
when
those,
carrying
but
stuff.
I mean, if we spend an hour, if you guys aren't resting for the hour, you could spend an hour trying to figure it out, right?
That's what Rose is doing. She's
Yeah.
identifying it.
Uh,
Bendar could also spend an
yeah.
hour doing it if that's what he wants.
yeah, that's what I.
Oh,
But you will need training in the Arcana skill.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I have that. Yeah, proficiency.
Yeah, which, as far as I know, is just those two. Actually, keep
Just off
are you
of-
trained in it? Let me keep it.
Just off of sheer dumb luck, could I investigate the sword to see if I know what it is?
No, it is a long sword.
just use it.
Actually, fucking Keepa can identify one. He has Arcana.
How do you know magic, Kiva?
I don't know magic. I just know how to recognize some of it. Oh, wait, no, that's a lie. You see him hold up one of the arrows with runes etched into the tip. He smiles. Magical bulb.
So, surprises every
Keepa
time.
is an arcane archer.
Ah,
Oh.
That's why the thing's head blew up.
Oh.
so
Well,
So
it's
you'll
up to you
be
guys.
able to identify 3 out of the 4 items.
I suggest the sword, staff, boots, and then whatever.
The pearl
Yeah.
was
Oh.
the other item. Which item do you not want to identify?
I'm interested in the sword.
I'm interested in the
Surely
boot.
as a
Yeah,
character.
Okay.
yeah, and Dragonite's interested in the boots.
So sword, boots,
Uh,
The
staff,
pearl and the
I'm
staff.
just
pearl.
the reason why I wanted to roll the investigation to see if I knew what it was is because, like, yeah, I spent the last 20 years in a mist, but I'm also like 250 years old.
Yeah, to identify an item, it's still based on Arcana.
Okay, I just was hoping that maybe I might have saw a picture in a book or something.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So
I'll
what
identify.
which items do we want to try to figure out?
Yeah, I'll take I'll look at the boots.
Okay. And which other? What are the other out of the 3? The staff, the sword, and the pearl. Do y'all want identified?
I think we
There was a sword.
yeah. Sword,
The
definitely.
sword, and do you want the staff or the pearl?
The sword.
Well, yeah,
The
but the
staff or
staff
the
or the pearl, yeah. Because we got the sword already.
Oh, the pearl.
Yeah, the pearl.
Okay,
Everybody agree with that?
sure.
Right.
So it just leaves the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, after the hour, you see some people have been looking around it. Kiva was only gone for a brief while before he comes back. He says that he didn't quite get to the village, but it looks like the area around you is sealed off for the moment. A good safety net if you'll need it.
Great.
But, after some time, Kiva is able to identify the sword as a +1 magic weapon.
Excellent.
Nice.
The boots are discovered to be boots of spider climbing.
Wow.
So what is
And
Nice.
yeah.
the
Okay.
and the pearl is a pearl of power. Y'all
Oh,
want further information on what these items do?
Yeah.
A +1 sword gives a +1 to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. It is
Mhm.
specifically a long sword. A pearl of power requires the sword does not still requires you. This one specifically requires an attunement. It may have extra abilities.
Mm.
The pearl also requires attunement, but requires attunement by a spellcaster. While this pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain 1 expended spell slot. If the expended spell slot was 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level.
Wow.
So if you get 1 through 3, you just get that spell slot back. Once you have used the pearl, it may not be reused again until the next dawn.
Okay. Be good
The
for
next
me
one
or
is the
Flint.
boots of spider climbing. Or Rose as well.
Oh yeah, bros.
Or
Spider
the
climbing.
cleric who's going to be constantly healing everybody.
Mhm.
You'd be another one
Mhm.
to listen to as well. The boots of spider climbing are attunement. While you wear these shoes, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down across ceilings, leaving your hands free. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. However, the boots do not allow you to move this way on very slippery surfaces, such as a surface covered by ice or oil.
Can we give it to the shapeshifter, the wild shaper? So that when they're in wolf form, they can run up and along the ceiling.
They would not be useful if he's not actually actively wearing
Yeah.
them. So once he switches, he would lose the ability.
I
It
think
would be good for somebody
Missy
like Keepa or Dragonette or Missy.
or
As they're all
Dragonette.
ranged
Yeah.
fighters.
I just like the idea of a wolf running on the ceiling. That's all.
Yes.
That's all. Why? Even if it doesn't work right, they're still on its feet. I
Right.
mean, it's wearing its armor right now too. So, but I
Only
get
two
it.
feet would have boots though, so it'd be like
Yeah.
walking on its hind legs upside.
That's even better.
The sword, whoever
Remember
uses the long
a-
sword, yeah. I have a pack weapon, so doesn't really help.
You could.
I could use the longsword and the pearl, but that feels really weird coming in here first session and getting 2 items. So
I'm okay with it.
Can't
If you
you?
want me to heal, I assume about an
Well-
hour wild shape is gone. If you want me to heal, I can use the pearl to regain a level 2 or 3 spell slot and try and heal Maji.
Yeah, I think
Be
Flint.
fine.
I think Flint might be. It might be useful to give Flint the pearl, just because healing spells and whatnot could always help.
Another suggestion that is brought up. Giving it to Rose will allow her to animate more undead. If y'all want that route.
Mhm.
Mm,
I say Flint.
I personally think it's best to give it to one of the 2 healers. So when push comes to shove, one of the 2 of us brings back that spell slot, and hopefully it's, the ace in the hole. So
Yeah.
Yep, it's up to you. I'm just giving y'all options.
Mhm.
Yeah, at least for today, if we don't need it, we can always, before bed, give it to Rose and have her, I don't know, conjure another.
Well, remember this also. The pearl requires attunement.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, if you get,
Ooh.
you would be owning it.
You can switch it. It's just going to take, I believe, a long rest.
Yeah.
Can you attune on a short rest? I don't think you can.
all right. Well, I'll go with for now. Flint, you can take the pearl.
Yeah.
Galax, you can take the sword.
Mhm.
If that's fair for both of y'all for now.
yeah, like I
Sword
will
never
take
really
a plus
my
1
thing.
sword.
Now the boots. It's either Missy, Dragonette.
I'm okay with Dragonette taking them.
Keep as another option, but I doubt you're going to go with it.
Read.
Dragonette.
Larry used the spider climb.
Larry.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoever takes it should be ranged combat. So you're limiting.
yeah, that's what I
you
was
could be
pointing
limiting
out.
Larry.
That's the 3 main ranged combats: Dragonette, Missy, and Kiva. Larry is only
either
ranged
one would be
combat when
awesome.
somebody backhands him.
Yeah, Missy or Dragonette, standing from the ceiling, shooting arrow. Yeah, I like that.
I think Dragonette, you should take the boots.
Okay, so I'll take the boots.
All right. And we got maybe a stick for Bendar eventually. Hopefully. Maybe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe. Take
Who
a
knows?
look.
Why don't you just grab it?
Until
Why don't you just grab it?
I mean, we still have to identify it, so we're just keeping it in general inventory for now.
yeah,
Have a little fun. Have a little fun.
You attune to them.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah.
Uh,
I know,
could
right?
be cursed. I don't quite know.
I know. Yeah, I know, right?
But like,
Look at
know.
you. Look at you. Trying to get me cursed.
I'll hold it. I'll touch it. Do you want me to hold it?
You're like Keepa.
I'm here to make sure everybody else stays
Touch the
safe.
stick.
We got time to kill.
He's not afraid. You've seen him eat 2 mushrooms.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'll grab the staff.
Alright. You have the staff now.
Yeah. Well, if you die in a couple hours, then we'll know it was cursed. So,
Dang. Wow, you really did it to him.
Is there anything the party would like to do during their short rest?
yeah, we're just. I guess I'll just kind of just look around and see if there's anything else, in this flora-filled cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly just mushrooms, crystals, and this spell.
Okay.
Or this circle.
Other than that, yeah, just
Cece, do you have
golden
any
bracelet.
concerns about the? Do you have any concerns about the weight of all these coins and how it's distributed, or can we just assume they are divided among us and carry them
I'm
all out?
fine with it.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
I figure we just carry it all until we get to town, then we can split it up or whatever, or use it as a pool to buy items for all of us. I don't know. However we decide,
Mhm.
but we'll figure it out when we get there.
So that skeleton over there isn't our intern? Don't we just have him carry all the bags? That's what an intern's for.
Yeah, servant, helper.
I mean,
It's good stuff.
like, maybe we should get a couple other interns, like some cobalt interns.
We just have
You
to
get what
kill
I'm
more
saying?
people.
Kobold skull.
You guys okay with cobalt interns?
She did steal kobold skeletons.
Well, are they
Oh
alive?
no, she
or-
didn't. She didn't because she didn't have time to take their bodies. Never mind.
Yeah.
She hasn't managed to do that.
Eventually, we'll see.
She has the Wendigo's body, but
Oh, indigo.
Yeah. Maybe you could stuff the Wendigo inside the metal armor of the
oh, that's
dragon.
right. Rose has a
statues.
fucking bag of holding. You just put the coins in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Forgot,
nice.
That's where the body is. It might smell like bones though when you get it back.
What kind of wizard or sorceress is Rose?
There's a skeleton following around.
Right, necromancer. That would make more sense.
Billy.
Okay. I guess while we rest every time, I'd kind of like to study and watch her, so that maybe eventually I could pick up some of her skills and traits and spells or something like that.
Alrighty, you can actually try to train with her because she can teach you to do wizards ritual magics.
Yeah.
It will take weeks of work, but you can work with her on it. You just need to convince her to do it.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to do that.
And who's speaking?
Gab, yeah.
Yeah. You can always try. You just got to talk her into it. You see, she is currently has the skeleton laying out in front of her, and she is slowly repairing the bones.
So I have noticed that you seem to have some traits that are similar to my goddess Shar and some of the things that I can do, but I've kind of always wanted to learn more about the necromancy part of my cleric abilities, and hopefully what will be my warlock abilities. So, like, could I study with you? Can I watch you work?
I mean, I
Can I
wouldn't.
offer you a Coke?
What's a Coke?
It's a soda that I read about in a book about a guy named Wolverine.
You mean like the creature?
No, he was like a man made out of metal. It was a
Okay.
terrible story, like horrible, but massively entertaining.
So, like one of the, oh, what did they call them? The Steel Defenders.
Yeah, except Harry.
Why would a Steel Defender be hairy? She's
Yeah,
gonna look at
it was
Missy.
weird.
Missy seems to have more experience with men and their weirdness, so she's looking at you just like, is that normal? Are
Mm,
metal men hairy? Is that a thing?
I don't know if the metal connects to the hairy, but I certainly know some people can be hairier than you think.
But back to the plate of the food and the main dish. Can I work for you? Or apprentice? Is that the word? The
I
thing where
mean,
I wear a blue hat and you give me a mop.
Isn't that an intern?
No, an intern is different. They don't choose to work for you, they have to.
Is that a gnome?
well, unfortunately, while I don't mind you studying with me, if you're going through clerical studies or the warlock's path, our magics will be fundamentally different. There isn't much crossover. While you can have similar effects, the source of power is entirely different, and the way the spells are constructed are very different.
But once gaining more knowledge and experience, gain me a better understanding of all aspects of this form of magic. Like,
In a
shouldn't
way,
I know?
yes. But as
Shouldn't
I
I
said,
know as much as I can about the weave so that I could use it
what's the
properly?
weave? What is the weave?
Oh, it's the thing that we draw our magic from. It's not just gods, but it's like an actual force, something that moves in between all of us. So when you call upon the spirits to deck you out in a shroud of necrotic essence, it's the same set of weave that I called down for a channel divinity, but it's just a different kind of weave. Yours goes up and down, mine goes cross to cross at a zigzag, but it all exists the same. You can't do your magic without my magic. And believe it or not, gods come from us. We're more powerful than them.
Well, unfortunately, there are no gods here.
Ah, but yet I still have my powers, because there's always a moon above you. Even in,
What's the moon?
uh, do you
I
know
do
the
also
name
point out
Saloon?
Do we not
that
have
something
moons
another
in Barovia?
I haven't seen the sky.
y'all haven't seen the sky.
Ah,
Something that you notice as since you've been here is you felt your connection to your goddess almost severed to the point where it feels like to speak with them or use their power, you are reaching across a vast void. You can't properly get in contact with them. They
Even
can
though
see
there's
your
a
strength,
even
but
though
they
there's a moon
cannot.
over Barovia,
Hmm?
isn't there a moon?
No.
Or at least not one that they can see.
Nope.
You're in a wild place right now.
but the weave is known to crisscross and interconnect with all planes of existence. Well, at least most of them.
Yeah.
Fear not. You draw magic from yourself. as you said, we're more powerful than the gods.
Well, I think he refers to the fact that the gods gain their power from their worshippers, either through zealotry or in numbers.
Mm,
The reason why Syric's such a powerful entity is because his followers are particularly well, full of zealotry.
But yeah,
Good to know, though.
Because he's not saying, "Oh, I can't teach you anything." He's still saying, "Yeah, I don't mind teaching you," but it is still a very different study of magic.
Just like
Oh.
a multi-class kind of or
I got time on my side.
He's not going to
So
fight with you.
I'm down.
That's a fair point. You were in the mist for 20 years. I don't think Rose ages. Maybe.
I mean, my body did initially age. It's been about 10 years since the incident.
Where were
And
you?
if 12? I don't remember.
Huh.
It's all kind of fuzzy.
I hear that, sister, and he puts a hands up, waiting for a high five.
She tilts her head.
Don't leave me hanging. Come on.
I don't have any rope. And I don't
Hazed
have a
and
gallows.
confused. Hazed and confused.
I'm confused now.
Shake and bake? Shake and
Um,
bake? Then? Shake
Do
and
you need
bake.
bacon? I don't have any pork. She's
All right.
looking at Missy like, help me. I have no way he's saying words. I understand the words individually, but not together. He is apparently wanting to shake bacon. I don't know what he has against pigs, but it's something.
I'm pretty sure it's just a greeting, Rose.
Oh, then shake and bake?
Yeah, now punch my fist.
Why
Yeah,
would I put your fist?
it's a
Yeah,
fist bump. Remember the finger guns, Rose? It's very similar to that.
Okay. She does indeed hit your fist, and you immediately see her regret it as she hits hits your gauntlet and hurt her hand.
Gently. It's supposed to be gently.
You could have said that.
Sorry, that's on me.
Strange customs.
Why does that have anything to do with bacon?
Nothing at all. Kind of like how sausage isn't really sausage all the time.
What?
Are you trying to add to your collection?
Actually, I probably will like take some of those tentacles because they're weird and gross and a good trophy.
No? Those
Huh?
count? Aren't they part of their mouth?
It is, but I'll take it. It's similar structure.
I was under the impression that those were usually more solid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, kinda. Just depends.
Confused Royce noses.
Can I have the bracelet, guys? And maybe one of those mirror sets? Does anybody want a mirror set? Rose, do you want the other mirror set?
I'm alright.
Really? Okay.
Do note that this is a small bracelet for a child.
Oh. A little disappointed that it won't fit on my wrist.
Put it on your
Put it on
horn.
your horn.
I
Put it on your
do.
horn.
It's almost perfectly there.
Oh my gosh, perfect. It goes with my other one. And is the bone statue of an elephant, can I investigate it? Like, is there anything, is it just for art? Just like decorative?
Yeah. It's just a bone. Somebody had a bone and went, I'm gonna fucking turn this into an elephant. Fuck you.
How big is it?
It's palm size.
take it if nobody really cares.
Is there a way to attach it to Larry?
Oh, we could do that.
Or like the next skeleton?
Yeah.
How would that work?
We could turn it into like a brooch.
I could attempt to resurrect whatever bone it came from.
Oh.
It would likely destroy the sculpture, but
Oh.
it is a fragment of bone. As long as it's humanoid, I might be able to make a full skeleton from it.
That's less cool.
Hey,
Can you-
Rose,
Mm-hmm.
could you reincarnate this thingy? Like bring it back to life? And what I mean is
No.
like could we take an arm and its head and just sort of have like a weird undead monstrosity?
No, unfortunately, I can't. My current magics only really do well with humanoid figures. As I get more powerful, I may be able to bring certain things back, but it would be a shot in the dark. I haven't dived to the depths yet.
So no Zobo. No Zobo. Damn.
Who's Zopo?
Just a word I made up. That's all.
Okay.
A lobster with only with only claws. A Zobo. I mean, this
She
character's
has
letting
no
out
idea
loud
what you're
things.
talking about.
No one should ever really know what I'm talking about. Just laugh or think I'm an idiot, and that's the name of the game.
I mean,
And
you
I
laugh?
save your life in the end.
Do you wish people to think of you as a fool? Is it some kind of clever ploy to have them underestimate you?
Yeah. I mean, no. Yes. What? I didn't just talk really well to a wizard for no reason. I was really well spoken until I noticed people were looking at me.
Mm.
Sounds like a
I don't guess.
tactic of Fierna to act the fool and yet be so calculating.
You don't survive 20 years alone without food and water by not being smart.
Where were you surviving for 20 years? Shadowfell?
Literally in a cloud of mist walking around waiting
Oh.
for you guys.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Like
that's
legit, that fog was me. I am the fog of war. Oh man, that should be my name.
Yeah.
New title acquired.
Is there anything else the party would like to chat about before they get up and head off towards the village?
Can I ask Kipo why he was hiding behind the statue? Like,
Oh,
on the
yes.
shoulder?
It was higher up and I had a vantage point. If any of the kobolds tried to try anything, I would be able to shoot them. But since no one ever looks up when dealing with things, it's usually a good place to be up. I was not expecting it to move. I was under the impression the statues were inert.
How long were you up there?
Couple hours.
So have you been living in this temple?
No. I woke up with Korvac.
I see.
And you didn't encounter the cart.
No, I was on the other side scouting.
Yeah, it could be that. Yes.
It has been a weird day.
Quite so. And character Kipo.
How is the overworld at the moment? It has been a long time, it seems, since I was up there. Has it changed much?
Quite bleak. Probably might be worse than when you went to sleep.
I see. Well, it will still be good to see what the world has turned into.
What city do you remember beyond Barovia before you went to sleep?
I think the last big city I went through was Silver Moon.
Okay.
What is that?
Give me a moment. It's Silvery Moon. I knew I was saying it wrong.
Do any of us know that
It
location?
is a well-known city up
Mhm.
in the north.
Like the Dale Lands or
It's in specifically the Silver Marches.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So near the Sword Coast.
Okay, cool. Well,
Let's go to this village and let's burn it to the ground with
yeah,
politeness.
I don't think we want to burn it to the ground unless,
With
well,
politeness.
it depends. We might have to. So, if it's
Yeah,
full of
I don't know.
kobolds, if it's full of kobolds, but obviously we want to, look and see our options.
Yeah. Is there a village? We have to find the church. We gotta fight the hags. Long day.
Yeah.
So much. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good time, right?
So you all are getting up to go ahead?
Yeah.
I think so.
And as the party rises, an hour of rest once again, they feel ready to face their troubles. And that, today, where we'll end it for today.
Nice.
Good job, you guys.
All right,
Yay.
cool. Yep, good game session.
Ah.
And I'll post the video later.
Thanks.
Good to hear. I have friends that have been watching it.
Oh, nice.
Do
Oh,
they have any recommendations?
Oh yeah, there's one thing that everybody has been screaming at me because there is something I'll keep forgetting to do. But there is a question I have for you based on what I've heard from the other players. Y'all do remember Strahd didn't actually send y'all here to kill Morgantha, yeah?
Yeah. That was just a personal choice.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure y'all remembered that. He just said look into it.
Yep.
It's just to see what happened. Yeah.
We did look into it, and she's making kids into pies. That's
Exactly.
That's good enough for me.
We found the children, and like that's bad.
If you put the cheese in front of the mice, it's gonna follow.
We've also definitely been too scared to go visit Strahd in his castle. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are worried about. Strahd's been very nice to us.
Charming.
Yeah?
The only time he hasn't is when somebody shot down his tower.
Yeah, we
And
still don't know.
that's if it was him.
Yeah. Oh.
You'll never actually saw the caster.
Yeah.
He could have powerful mages. He
Oh
did say he had
no.
powerful clerics.
No.
dun dun dun.
Dun,
I don't
dun,
know.
dun.
I'm sure vampires can shoot lightning. I don't know.
maybe he'll
Maybe
appreciate the
Strahd
initiative we're
captured.
taking.
Maybe he's being held hostage in his castle. Who knows?
So
Also,
People
did
are
anyone
gonna-
really like Ismark or Irina that much?
So people are gonna hear the dumb shit that I'm spouting to you guys for fun.
Oh yeah, they're gonna know you ate 2 mushrooms.
It's funny because I don't know if you guys watch those presidential D&D AI episodes. They're funny, but it's like the presidents play D&D. It's stupid, but anyway.
Oh, I've seen versions of it.
Yeah, the one
Not
there's
quite
one
D&D.
where Bismarck. There's a guy who plays Bismarck, and yeah, that's what he kind of what Galaxia his voice kind of reminds me of.
For now, I am going to slip out. I will catch up with y'all later.
Thanks,
Sounds good.
CC.
Thanks, CC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good game, guys.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Galaxy.
See you next week.
Or
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Next week.
Or Himbo.
Fun character. Good luck protecting Bendar.
It's all of you. It's
Yeah,
not just him.
thanks for the heals.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I do.
All right, guys. Let's catch you
I'm
later.
Mama Bear.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.